Guest tonight is a name you probably know, possibly a face as well. Josh Mandel, the Ohio Treasurer. And I just wrote a check to you a couple weeks ago. I hope you got it. Had to renew my license.
I'm sure we received it.
Okay, good. Well, you have some pretty cool stuff on your website. I was checking it out, and one thing I know you're really proud of since you've become treasurer is transparency. If people go to the treasurer's website, which is tos.ohio.gov, what will they find under that little transparency bar at the top?
Well, we're very proud of the Treasurer's Transparency Project that we created on our ohiotreasurer.gov website. By going on our website, people can see how their tax money is being spent. The philosophy that I've employed in my office is if small businesses, if families, if senior citizens are out there every day tightening their belts and doing more with less, then a state government should do the same thing. I also recognize the fact that we're in tough economic times, and there's a lot of citizens who are working 2 and 3 jobs here in Northwest Ohio and throughout the state of Ohio. And when they're doing that and working that hard to put food on the table for their families and help put their kids in college, and also a lot of senior citizens who are on fixed incomes who are tightening their belts, I think government should do the same. And so what we're doing is we're helping those citizens follow their tax money and see how government is spending their tax money, and we're trying to empower the people to hold government officials accountable.
Now, I noticed that you can find state salaries on there. I found Lucas County salaries, but not Toledo. You don't have every city in the state yet?
Well, the reason we call this the Treasurer's Transparency Project is because it's an ongoing project, and we're trying to grow it. And so we have the state government information, and we have some of the local government information, but not all of the local governments are cooperative, or we haven't been able to access it. And so we think most local governments are going to want to partner with us on this. If not, we're going to try to get the information other ways. But we're hopeful that they'll want to partner with us. And we've received incredible support and, frankly, applause from Democrats, Republicans, and independents. Transparency and open government is not really a partisan issue. It's a nonpartisan issue. So Democrats, Republicans, and independents, public employees, private employees, retirees have all applauded what we're doing because they want to follow their tax dollars and they want to know how their hard-earned money is being spent. We're also proud in the Treasurer's Office that while the U.S. credit rating was recently downgraded, the Ohio credit rating was actually upgraded. And one of the reasons for that is that in the Treasurer's Office, we've been I believe, wise and also responsible in how we manage investments and debt. On top of that, we've also been tightening our belt in the Treasurer's Office. I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of families and small businesses and senior citizens out there tightening their belt. So I told my staff we're going to do the same thing in the state government, in the state Treasurer's Office. There was this guy every day, we found out, who was driving checks from my office in Columbus 2 hours up the road.
Not very efficient.
Not very efficient. Okay. 2 hours up the road to Cleveland to go deposit them at KeyBank there. When I found out about this, I asked my staff, why the heck is there this guy driving checks, over $200 million worth of checks every month up the road to deposit them? I said, if individuals can do banking on an iPhone or on their personal computer, why can't we do that here in state government?
Makes sense.
Yeah, common sense, applying common sense, leveraging technology. And so that guy's no longer driving these checks up and down the road. So the money's more secure, the tax money's more secure. And on top of that, we're saving approximately $100,000 a year of taxpayer money. We also shut off phone lines that weren't being used, renegotiated cell phone contracts.
All right, I get the efficiency. We're almost out of time, and I want to know about, are you going to run for U.S. Senate against Sherrod Brown?
I'm receiving a lot of encouragement, I can tell you. There's this great mix of Democrats, Republicans, and independents who are encouraging me to do that. And what I've told them is, listen, my focus is on being a darn good state treasurer. We're doing everything we can in the Treasurer's Office to maximize taxpayer dollars and make them go as far as possible and be responsible in that office. At the same time, though, I'm taking those calls very seriously because I believe our country is at an economic crossroads. And you know, in the time that Sherrod Brown's been in the Senate, Ohio's lost about 400,000 jobs. They've managed to bankrupt Social Security and Medicare, and it's just unacceptable. In my time, I've never said no to answering a call, whether it was to my community as a city councilman, my state as a legislator, or my country as a U.S. Marine. I've never said no to answering a call, so I'm taking those calls very seriously.
Okay, well, we will be waiting to see if you make the official announcement anytime soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Josh Mandel, Ohio Treasurer, is our guest tonight in the Talk Back.